All right, all my people, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you all. Welcome back to Gospel News, where we give you ogbonge information on as it take they happen while no they finish. As it they happen now, they say no be small while I don't bust out inside the Ebonyi state. And they say that unknown gunmen have sent 5 policemen to judgment inside that place. Who say no be small thing now happen for there. Say that this matter happened on Friday in the early hours of Friday. Residents demand security beef up as government buy 5 policemen in Ebonyi. Wahala no too much. This kind of wahala, I bless you, never they end anytime soon. And on another related info here, we still have it that police confirm buying of 4 cops, 2 civilians in Ebonyi. Now the matter where they stop, now be that one. No, may we go into details and we go give on an update concerning the insecurity we don't ravage the entire country. Starting from the northern part, where this our sister narrated how this thing take the waka. Police confirmed killing of 4 cops, 2 civilians in Ebonyi. The Ebonyi State Police Command has confirmed the killing of 4 personnel by unknown gunmen, who they suspected to be IPOB/ESM members in the early hours of Friday. Daily Post had earlier reported that unknown gunmen kpai some policemen in the state on Friday. Police Public Relations Officer PPRO DSP Joshua Okando confirmed the incident in a statement issued on Friday evening. Parts of the statement read, "Today, being the 8th of March 2024 at about 5 a.m., operatives of the command who were posted to duty at Hilltop Stop and Search Pin Down Point along Nwofe Road at the outskirts of Abakaliki were attacked by unknown gunmen suspected to be IPOB/ESN members who shot sporadically at the operatives. The operatives engaged the unknown gunmen in a fierce gun duel, and in the ensuing gun battle, the hoodlums scampered and abandoned a pump-action rifle, which was recovered. 4 of the operatives paid the supreme price, while 2 civilians were caught in the crossfire and sent to judgment. According to the statement, the Commissioner of Police, CP Augustina Ogbodo, swiftly dispatched tactical teams of the command to the scene. The statement said that the tactical teams are on the trail of the fleeing gunmen. Now, so while I take the bus out inside this country where they call Nigeria, we know where is safe again. Every day with the heat, if it no happen here, it go happen there. Police will be saying that the day stop and search. No, now still they cause problem for yourself because the time when I go dead there, take they pursue all these people will be saying they do kidnapping, and I go leave them. They pursue Yahoo boys, and I go leave them. They pursue people. We no do anything, and I go leave them. They extort money up and down. Now this is the repercussion. This is the reaction coming from all these people. Will be say sometimes when I go they collect money, we go people go begin to complain on social media. See how they take collect my money. I no do anything. We go come begin the waka before and I go refund that money. So is that a good ordeal? Is that a good news to the police? It's a shame that the Nigerian police have disgraced themselves. That is why people, they cause them every day, say, you know, go better for them, and you know, go better for them, you know, they end from out. They still lead to this unknown gunmen, will be said, then they walk up and down, begin the target owner. Because of what una don't do one of their family members somehow or somewhere. Now, I'm be waiting, I say, make I just tell una, say, make una desist from this kind of actions. Now, according to another update related to this, they say that residents of Ebonyi State don't tell police people made them beef up security as this matter take happen. Residents of Hilltop, Nwoke Road in Ebonyi local government area of Ebonyi State have called on relevant authorities to beef up security in the area. The call followed the buying of 5 police personnel at a checkpoint in the area by unknown gunmen in the early hours of Friday. Daily Post recalls that some police officers on patrol were attacked and killed by unknown gunmen in the area. Following the development, the police have mounted a checkpoint to avert attacks by hoodlums and breakdown of law and order. When contacted, The Commissioner of Police, Mrs. Augustina Ogbodo, said she was in a meeting and was not disposed to respond to questions by journalists. I'm in a meeting, according to her. Please, you can call my spokesperson for information, she said. However, efforts to reach the police spokesperson, DSP Joshua Kando, were not successful as at the time of filing the first report, which I gave you previously, that she responded that they have dispatched tactical teams to go on the trail of the unknown gunmen. Now, waiting they happen for inside Ebonyi everywhere now. The red hot for that area. Make una let me know in case you are from Ebonyi State. Let me know how it take they happen for there. You don't finally read who, as we'd always talk. May we hear from this our sister at Arise News TV.
Well, let's take reactions to the kidnappings in Kaduna State, where terrorists stormed the government secondary school in Chinku local government area of the state on Thursday morning, according to a teacher in the school who narrowly escaped. At least 280 students were kidnapped. The governor of the state, Uba Sani, has assured the people of the state that he will do everything within his powers to ensure the safe return of the abducted students.
What I can say here is that by the grace of God, under my able leadership, we will try as much as possible to ensure that every child return by the grace of God, inshallah. We are doing our best. I'm going to work with the community leaders. I want to work with the traditional rulers here, as well as the youth, to ensure that every child return back home by the grace of God.
Well, all right. It's good to see that the governor, reacted swiftly by going to the school and also address the people of Kaduna State. But this is quite absurd at this moment. I mean, the call for state police cannot even be more louder at this point. I believe I spoke to some people at the government house, and they talked about the fact that about 57 children escaped. 57. I just spoke to somebody early this morning in government house. About 57 of them have come back, or they escaped from that incident. But I mean, it really boils down to securing our school system. Yeah. I heard you earlier this morning what has been done. I mean, 280 of them were kidnapped in broad daylight, early morning. And it's not just in Kaduna State this is happening. It's been happening in different parts of Nigeria, different states in the north. Let me take a tweet, if you can pull up that tweet, from Isa Mubarak, who wrote, 200 abducted in Borno, 280 school children abducted in Kaduna, 20 plus university students were abducted in Zamfara 7 months ago. These are the ones that made it to the news. Only God knows what happens in those remote villages, and that's the pertinent question. These are the ones that have been reported. Yes. What are the security agencies doing at this point? Well, in the meantime, the president of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio, just a day before the kidnappings, said that the insecurity level in the country has reduced drastically since President Bola Ahmed Tinubu took office on May 29, 2023. Akpabio made the statement while contributing to a debate on a motion regarding the recent killings in Benue State. He noted that while the latest attack was an aberration, there was a recorded decrease in the frequency of major killings across the country.
I've not heard any comment from the government of Benue State. If 50 people are killed, or more than 50, and communities are being attacked, we will expect that the governor will either cry out or marshal out plans with the immediate security operatives within the Benue State to see what he can do before we start bringing the issue to the president. And I want to also assure you that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, though he has not stayed long in office, is very concerned and supportive of the armed forces. And by the time the Senate meets with him, in conjunction with the House of Representatives, I believe that the resolutions that will come out with will benefit the entire country. It's a fact that, yes, since his assumption of duties, insecurity has abated. Major attacks are no longer taking place, but this one is just an aberration, and it will be brought to an end.
Seeing the Senate president here again, I mean, I don't know, speaking out of context, I don't know where he's getting his information from. Insecurity has reduced. Dr. Abati.
Okay, well, when the senior president says insecurity has reduced, This is what government people say, government spokespersons. That's the claim they make. Didn't you hear the same thing under the Buhari administration? Now the Tinubu administration is also towing the same line, just to reassure the people. But I doubt if the Senate President can say this openly on the streets of Plateau State.
No.
All those local governments in Plateau State where houses have been attacked, repeatedly 2-3 times. I doubt if he can say that on the streets of Benue State that insecurity has reduced. I doubt if he can go to Chinkun local government or Kachia local government of Kaduna State and tell the people and say insecurity has reduced. Now, if we take insecurity in an expanded sense, because insecurity doesn't only refer to your physical security, the threat to you physically. Food insecurity that we have been talking about, as food insecurity reduced, and the Senate President says what has happened in Benue is an aberration. Is it an aberration? What Nigerians have realized is that they are not safe at home.
No.
They are not safe on the streets. In fact, their stomach is no longer safe. Demons of hunger are threatening, their stomachs because government has not been able to provide food for them. However, the only part of the Senate President's submission is that he says, well, the Senate would approach President Tinubu and work together with the President to see how plans can be worked out to make Nigeria a much safer place. That is what we want to hear.
Yeah.
But we don't just want to hear promises. Okay, about giving us hope, assuring us that things that have reduced, that have not reduced, have reduced. The people just want results.
Yes.
It's almost 1 year when we are hoping that President Tinubu will give his own State of the Union address. He cannot come on May 29 and still be telling us to be patient and that he's promising and he's giving us hope. No, hope is not enough to address the demons of our stomachs.
Wow.
All right, Ona, don't hear from Arise News TV how they take down narrate this matter, the insecurity in this country. The problem be say our government officials go they tell us say no be the way when we take the talk. I'm saying a small insecurity now inside the country. Say me we know they shout again, but in the next minute, boom, you go see and say the insecurity don't get belly inside this country. The government is not shaking anybody to end this kind of insecurity. Look at, just imagine. House of Reps demand 200 Borno residents. You can imagine. 200 people will be kidnapped in just a twinkle of an eye. How do you kidnap 200 people? Omo, this country, and when I go tell on, I say, even animals self, it better pass waiting they happen for this country. They go say, oh, don't talk. Leave them. God is working. Pastors go follow backyard. They tell you, say, oh, now God will do it in Jesus' name. In Jesus. I'm gonna church Jesus. Ndi amumo and ash and I beg you. Make una see this Habakio Center product too. Then get Obonge product. We be say they work wonders. I beg. Make una contact them very quickly in case you get any ailment. We be say they worry you. Their medicine are confirmed. They work 101,000,000%. I will see you for the next update. Their numbers are there, and they get offices and branches worldwide. Make una contact them, and they will deliver to your doorstep sharply. Thank you, and God bless you.